What's up, people?
We is here. We is here after that horrible press conference from our elect.
Nothing surprised me with that shit.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm
of course
appalled, but I'm not surprised.
Of course, it was a disaster. You know. I'm basically keeping with my same opinion on the whole Trump situation. People are freaked out about Trump hitting the office. I'm not. Haven't been from the start. And none of his behavior has surprised me at all. Really.
Well, yeah, no.
I knew he
from
wouldn't
Howard
stop.
Stern. He's a pig. He is.
Didn't stop tweeting.
Didn't stop tweeting.
I knew all this shit was
Seems to be
happen.
getting worse. He's still acting like a big 3-year-old.
I mean, none of this is surprising. And if you didn't see the prior podcast, my opinion on the whole situation is I believe he's either just not even going to take the oath of office, or he's going to back out maybe a couple weeks in. Because first of all, this gentleman is he's too thin-skinned.
He's very thin-skinned. He's
And-
immaculately thin-skinned. Like, he doesn't have 7 layers. He has 1. That's it.
Okay. The guy is thin-skinned, and again, he has been a millionaire his whole life, pretty much, and he played by his own rules. When you're president of the United States, you take a oath of office. Key word is oath, meaning that you're gonna have to abide by rules. Do you think a guy like Trump, who plays by his own rules, says what the fuck he wants, is gonna play by anybody else's rules but his own?
I'm looking at both of office, just so you know I'm not.
Yeah, so my thing is, yeah, Trump really revved up a certain percentage of the population and came through and beat a lot of weak candidates. And sure, there was bullshit with the Russians and everything like that, but I pretty much think that he lucked up, going in this race, because I didn't realize how weak the candidates were. That kind of just shows you how good Obama was. Shouts to Obama. He did his farewell speech, which had pretty much the nation crying like, "Oh my gosh, we have
This isn't that much. But I don't think Trump will know what it means, so it won't scare him. Before he enter on the execution of his office, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Constitution is a pretty extensive piece of documentation.
Yeah,
And
it is.
if that motherfucker violates any of that, he violates his oath of office.
Well, he's still a regular citizen, like it or not. He's
Right now.
Still.
right
Oh,
now.
no, even as president, he's still a citizen of this country. He still has to abide by the rules. You don't.
Just like it,
You don't get a pass because you're holding office.
You're not gonna get a pass, but here's the thing. That's an oath of office, and he has to abide by those rules. If not, just like if you're at your own job, and they give you a set of rules, and parameters, and if you violate any of those rules, it's cause for termination.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is that here's Mr. Trump, who shits on gold toilets, plays by his own rules.
Best friends with Putin.
Best friends with Putin. He can get prostitutes to piss on beds that Obama's have slept in. I mean, he holds a lot of weight. He has a lot of money. But here's the thing: he's used to playing by his own rules. When you're a president, because he can do whatever the fuck he wants now, because technically he's not the president right now.
Right.
It's still in Obama's presidency, so he doesn't have any responsibility. But once he puts his hand on that Bible, he's got to fucking abide by the oath. And somebody like Trump, thin-skinned like that motherfucker is not going to be able to do it.
No, he's not.
It's not. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, sure, he can get elected. Yes, I knew that was going to happen from the summertime. I prepared myself mentally that it was going to happen and shit like that.
Didn't brace me. No.
You know what I'm saying? But I knew in the back of my mind, even when he was running, everybody was laughing at him. It's just like, yeah, he can win the race, but he's not. He can't be no motherfucking president.
But he can't do the job. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, sure, he can win the election. Yes, woo! You know, throw a party, thank you tour, whatever the fuck. But this motherfucker, he couldn't even have a press conference.
No, and I was actually, I know you keep saying he's 70 years old, but I was looking at the way he's aging. He's, from November till now, 2 months, he has aged like 10 years. Yeah, in 3 months, he's going to look like the Crypt Keeper.
3 months, he's not going to be nowhere near fucking Washington, man. He's going to fucking turn the other cheek, man. Once that reality of him, you're just going to be a person. No, you can't go to Mar-a-Lago. Sit the fuck back down. You know what I'm saying? No. You know,
Presidents travel all the time.
Yeah, I know that. Obviously, to see foreign leaders for business. Not, you know, he would go over there to schmooze, you know, play golf.
No, he'd go over there for business. It would have nothing to do with this country.
Yeah, of course. But now he has to hold to a schedule. Yeah, again, what he did before, he can do what the fuck he wants. He runs his business. He plays by his own rules. Here's the thing. He's a president. He's going to be a president now. So he has to uphold to all those things. Just like you're in a job, you're working. He's always been his own boss. He's not going to be feeling this shit.
It bothers me that he never divested his company. He's saying, "Oh, my sons will do this."
Why?
But his son-in-law is supposed to be his right-hand man as president, which means the business is no one's ever going to drop that. It's all going to be politics and business. This is why the Republicans wanted to oust the ethics board. It's like, no, you don't get to do that. You still have to follow to these ethics.
Straight up. He has to play by somebody else's rules. He's not going to do it. He's too arrogant. He's not going to do it. And it's like, what? Why can't I do it? Motherfucker puts down the Constitution right in front of him, like, see, right here.
Well, we'll change the Constitution. Okay, do you know how long that takes?
You can't do that.
No,
And one motherfucker can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you can't. Ask Obama about just passing laws and shit like that. It has to go through Congress. There's a chain of command. He can't go like, because I'm the president, we should cross out this part of the Constitution. No, as in the words of Trump, wrong. Can't do that.
Wrong.
You can't do that.
Wrong.
And I think the reality was hitting him so hard, and you could see it in his face at the press conference. It's like, I'm going to have to fucking talk to all these motherfuckers asking me questions, and one of you is going to piss me off. You know?
Well, no, I'm sure a whole mess load of them will piss him off, so you'll end up with all sorts of press on the side who he's calling fake news. CNN, fake news, really Trump, CIA, fake news.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, he's used to just being in front of motherfuckers that like him. Now he's in front of the media, who we talked all this shit about.
He talked all that shit about, yeah. Put
and
the
now
Indians in Corral.
Now he has to, because it's a part of his job. He can't go like, oh, bad media, and talk shit about him. Campaign's over, motherfucker. Now you're gonna see these motherfuckers every day. Are you gonna be all right with that shit? No. No way. No. That's what I'm saying. People are freaked. He ain't gonna be no president, motherfucker. No. He's gonna go like, nah, man, I wanna be a billionaire. His business is probably booming right now. He won the presidency. And he could just ride off into his golden years like that shit. Leave the presidency alone. You could brag about that to your billionaire friends at your billionaire parties and shit. You know what I'm saying? About like, back in 2016 when I ran for president and everybody thought I was going to lose and I won. He just wants to say that. He doesn't want to actually run the country. Clearly. If any of y'all saw the press conference, this guy was flustered. He was annoyed, agitated. And
he aged 3 years on this podium.
This was the first press conference. He's not even in
one.
office.
One.
And even Fox News called him out on that BS. And Fox
Wasn't
News
that a beautiful thing? Fox News called him out and said, no.
There's no bigger ally.
You don't get to call CNN fake. We believe they followed all the guidelines of reporting an issue. No. Just because you didn't like it. And there's so much, he doesn't get it. There is so much he's not going to like. There is so much shit he's going to take. And I hope, in the short time that he is, if he does take office, in the short time that lasts, that he finds a celebrity out there just like him, willing to just shit on him at every chance.
Well, basically most of Hollywood is not fucking with him. Most of Hollywood is not fucking with him at all. The thugs are not fucking with him. Snoop issued out a warning to all the rap world, the hip hop world. I think he was kind of like talking really directly to Kanye West.
Yeah,
like, I know you were talking to Trump, so he probably is like, ringing down your phone now to possibly do some sort of performance.
Hey, Conway, can you play my inauguration?
Because nobody else wants to fuck with it. It's like, no, we're going to call you Uncle Tom and the Jigaboo, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
No one's going to work with you again.
You're going to be
stop buying your music. Yeah.
And,
TV show goes right under.
And like I said, his approval rating is plummeting. And again, Obama last night put the nail in the coffin to how I felt. Because Obama's going out so beautifully, you know what I'm saying? There's not even like, oh yeah, that farewell speech wasn't sincere. Yeah, no. It wasn't a dry eye in the building. It was just so classy and everything like that. So, Obama's kind of just like flying away. So great. He's looking so good. And then the day after, you have the shittiest press conference in human history. You know what I'm saying? It was like, and even like the Republicans and the white ringers was like, oh shit, this motherfucker's.
Yeah, he can't do it.
We actually did it, like looking around, and Kelly Conway's looking deader and deader each and every day.
Oh God, yeah. Her soul has left the body.
She just looks like just a walking corpse. You go like, yeah, he's just like.
Just look at his heart. Okay, he's a pig. He is a pig.
You really have to look at what he says. He's saying this, but it's just that he just loves the country. So no, it's just that he's a fucking
he loves
crazy
himself.
motherfucker.
Nobody else.
He's
Nothing
just crazy. He loves himself, not the country.
Totally himself. Yeah, he's not. Protect the country? No, it's protect my business interests. No,
and
Trump,
he probably have scandals that we don't even know about yet.
Oh, we're going to. I have a feeling this is going to be a bumpy next couple of weeks for him.
And the thing is, he has to answer to everything. He can't say, no, he won't answer it. Fake news. No, answer the question, motherfucker. You're the president. You can't go like, no, fake news. No. Yeah, you can do that now. You're the president-elect. But you can't do that shit when you're the president. And you're going to be responsible for all this shit. All of our lives are it. Can you handle that shit, bitch?
Yeah, no problem. Him? No.
No, I'm talking about Trump.
Yeah, I know. You call him a bitch, but you're looking at me when you said it.
Yeah.
But, now I'm being thin-skinned.
Yeah.
Look, I have little hands, too.
Okay, so I'm talking about Trump, ladies and gentlemen.
I am wearing orange. I'm sorry. Apparently this is what's going to happen.
I mean, like I said, talking about Trump, not you.
I know. Yeah, no, he cannot handle it. A friend of mine, a man I know and have huge respect for, Rick Chrome, said that he was not comfortable writing jokes about Trump because he felt that maybe the guy is mentally ill. And I'd like to think that, but I think it's far worse than that. I think
I don't think he's mentally ill.
He's not a normal human being.
He's the same sleazeball motherfucker from the 90s that I heard on the Howard Stern show. He ain't changed the iota. He's a rich sleazeball.
And he's not going to change from here. He doesn't, yeah.
He's a rich sleazeball. That's what he is. It's like, all these like, oh, did you hear what he says? Oh my gosh. Yes, he's a dick. He's arrogant. He's a bully. None of this is different. He's a bully,
yeah.
None of this is different.
And so is Putin.
Yes. But here's the thing.
But giving Putin a free pass just because you like him or you're kissing up to him, whatever's going on there, or he's blackmailing you, and you think that it's wise to be friends with him, Putin just marched right into Crimea. Crimea? Marched right in, took right over.
Poe is a crazy son of a bitch, and he's ex-KGB shit. He doesn't fuck around.
No.
Um, they're really big with the computer hacking and shit. Bigly with that bullshit.
Bigly, yep.
But here's the thing: Trump can't be responsible for all that shit. Like all that, he's not gonna be able to handle that shit. Motherfucker,
he already can. Run. He told them to stop giving him security.
He couldn't even run a football league correctly and shit. He failed in the '80s, man. Motherfucker, what happened? What happened to those casinos and shit?
Everything went down as soon as he lost
shit
interest.
You want, whatever, leading up to it. He's a good leader-upper. All these grand openings and shit. Like,
did you see how pissed off he was that Arnold Schwarzenegger doing the Celebrity Apprentice didn't get good ratings? Yeah. Do you know that Trump is an executive on that, even though he's about to be president? He's an executive on that with NBC.
More than half
Tell me he's not going to have favoritism towards NBC.
But check it out. More than half of America hates Trump, so how's that going to get good ratings?
Yeah.
More than half of America hates Trump. So how's that going to get... So that doesn't surprise me
Trump
either.
isn't on it, but he is... he's an executive producer, which means he will make money off a Celebrity Apprentice with Arnold. So don't watch it. Just do not watch it.
Well,
chastise anyone who does. Tell NBC not to run it.
Like I said, the ratings are down. I expected that shit. You know what I'm saying? More than half of America hates him. He's still the same thin-skinned, rich.
I love it when people keep telling me, "Oh, give him a chance." Like, no, I listened to his campaign speeches. I listened to his rallies. I listened to what he had to say, and I was not impressed. He showed us exactly who he is. All those Howard Stern interviews, he has showed us who he is years ago.
But check it out. All that doesn't matter. He's not going to take the office. He's
not
going to be able to fucking, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to be responsible for all that. And he's not going to want to do it. He's not going to be passionate about it. Just like with these briefings leading up, he's having beef with the intelligence agencies and everything, going to just simple meetings.
Which is, can I just say, that's a really stupid move, to have beef with the intelligence agencies. Really? You're going to hold Russia's intelligence agencies over the U.S.'s, the country that you're supposed to uphold and protect.
Like I said, yeah.
Yeah, but the intelligence agency, they're going to, there's so much. I'm telling you, the next 2 weeks, we're going to see just a boatload of stuff coming out about him.
And it's all there. It's all there. It's not surprising. My thing is, I'm still holding fast to it.
Okay.
He's not going to fucking take the office, man. Or he's going to bail out like a week after. He's not going to do it. He's a jet-setting billionaire. Remember that press conference? Where did it take place in?
The Trump Tower.
Trump Tower. He loves being there. That's his place. That's his home. He loves shitting on his gold toilet seats. He loves that shit. He does not want to give that up. This is all a fantasy. He's bloviating, living out the dream, still acting like a presidential candidate. You know what I'm saying? He has no intentions of actually...
No, he thinks he's a celebrity now.
Yeah, he thinks he's big time. No one can say shit about him.
He thinks he's red carpet worthy.
He feels that he can't be made fun of on Saturday Night Live when they've been making fun of presidents for years upon years.
And they're going to keep doing it.
Ever since Chevy Chase was Jimmy Carter. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're not special with that. And here's the thing.
Chevy Chase was Ford.
Oh, yeah, Ford.
Because he kept falling down.
Yeah.
I was like, Carter didn't fall.
Yeah, Ford. Yeah, you're right.
Poor Ford. Yeah.
Yeah. But, shit. Ford, remember? Richard Nixon and shit? It's going to be some shit like that. But it's going to be earlier on because that motherfucker, you're talking about how he's aging. I mean, I didn't really, pay too much attention. I just got the aura of just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He was just agitated, flustered, overwhelmed more than ever.
Absolutely no poise, no grace.
No poise, no grace. And here's the thing. You can't...
And this is what's representing us.
And like I said, you say representing us. He's president-elect. I'm telling you, when you're a president, there's all these responsibilities that you need to uphold to. There's an oath.
Yes.
It's an oath you have to say. It's not Trump's rules. Trump can say what he wants when he's a private citizen. Now you're the president. You have to go by these rules. No, you have to answer the question from CNN in regards to policy and everything. No more, oh, well, I don't have to, hand out my taxes if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? None of that.
Well, can I ask that? Why has the IRS been auditing Trump for so long? How come nobody's ever talked to them? That to me just says there's a bigger problem at hand. That isn't a billionaire who's not keeping good records. That's a skank who's hiding a lot of shit for the IRS to be this long in an audit process.
He doesn't want to show his taxes. It's not any mystery and shit. He just doesn't
No,
want
he
to
keeps saying they're being audited.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
IRS keeps saying you can show them if you want to.
Yeah.
So apparently the IRS is still auditing. That's my problem. The IRS is still auditing his taxes.
I don't think they're still auditing if they said that he could legally show his taxes. If the IRS is saying that shit, it doesn't matter where they are in the auditing process.
No, but aren't you concerned that this audit has been going on for the last year? At least?
Well, no. I think it's just the fact he does not want to.
Well, I know that
taxes.
he doesn't want to, but today the IRS said no, it's really, he can show his taxes whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just doesn't want
But
to
they're
show.
saying he's still being audited.
Who's saying that?
The IRS.
That's a lot of businesses and shit. More than the average motherfucker. And I'm sure that you saw that one bill where he lost almost $1 billion or some shit in 1 year, like in the 90s or some shit. So, he has a lot of businesses, a lot of conflicts of interest. Lawsuits upon lawsuits upon lawsuits, fraudulent universities, all this bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Countless women who there's probably hundreds of women who've never come forward that he's sexually harassed in the past, that were too scared or could have passed away. You know what I'm saying? He's an old guy.
He's an old guy.
So,
could have passed away or could have been bullied into
so it's
bullied into embarrassment.
To me, just like how people cannot believe how he acts.
Which apparently is what he did with all those women in December, all those sexual assault cases. He paid them all off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if they're not coming forward now and it's all hush-hush, they probably got a lump sum of some kind from somewhere. But when you're rich, you can throw around money and shit.
I don't think he's that rich. I really don't. I think because Melania's still got a suit out against some guy who was the third party for reposting somebody else's blog that was dissing Melania. And they're suing him for $150 million. It's like, this is a blogger. He doesn't have that money. You're not going to get it. But they're still going forward with that suit because apparently that's how the Trumps actually make money. Mm-hmm. So I don't think he has as much money as he keeps boasting he has.
Yeah. Like I said, even with that, it's neither here nor there. I'm looking at the person. You know what I'm saying?
The aging, fat,
I'm looking at the
bigot,
person.
little-minded toddler.
Yeah. Oh, I understand you don't like the guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not on my Christmas list either. But I'm just trying to talk in reality here. Yeah, he says a lot of bad shit. He's a fucking sleazeball. Everybody knows that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he got elected. But I'm just talking about the person. How he's living.
Yeah.
How he tweets.
No, I get it. How he's living. He's not going to be able to maintain.
It's just fact.
Yeah.
To me, it's almost just fact he's not going to be able to do it. Just when they're saying like he's not mentally capable of taking office, they're saying that in the election. I was just like, you know what? You're absolutely right. That's why when he wins the election, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't. It doesn't even matter because that motherfucker is absolutely not mentally capable to take the office of the President of the United States of America. Period. Point blank. He's a billionaire who plays by his own rules and does what the fuck he wants. He's just going to be a president like that? Yeah, he can win an election. Yeah, sure, he won. Yes, congratulations. Golf clap, motherfucker. But that motherfucker mentally cannot take the office. It's just not possible. But some way, whether it's right before the election, whether he throws another
The
press conference.
inauguration.
Hey, if he keeps on having these press conferences, he might quit during one of these press conferences leading up if he keeps on having press conferences like
now
that.
that's a reason to watch a press conference.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it is like all you people who are worried about Trump taking office, your boy Blaze is not worried.
Okay, what's your feelings on Pence?
Pence, again, he has fucking fucked up ideals. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like some crazy ideals and shit. But like I said, he's not as out of control. And he's gonna try and instill things. But again, he could just be a one and done president. And then motherfuckers can get it right. If it's, you know what I'm saying? Him. Yeah, he's gonna try shit. He's not gonna do the greatest of jobs. But my thing is, stop talking about the motherfucking wall. Could you please stop talking about the wall? Who's gonna pay for
I'm not
it?
paying
Stop
for a wall.
talking
I'm not
about
paying
the
for a wall.
wall. And obviously, like, everybody knew it was gonna come out of the taxpayers' pockets.
No, it's
Listen.
not. We're not paying for a freaking wall.
Well, that's what that's the fucking thing that they're saying. And
I
then
know.
and then he's claiming that, you know, Mexico's
What
gonna
are you gonna do?
reimburse
Sue
us.
them? No. Yeah.
How's Mexico gonna reimburse it? It's our fucking dumbass idea.
No, it's his dumbass idea.
But I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
foreign relations. Like, hey, I'm gonna build this wall, but guess what? You know, we're gonna build it all with our own money, right? But check it out. We're gonna come to you in like what 5-6 years once it's done, and you're gonna have to pay for it once we're done. Yeah, Mexico's gonna be all right with that. This rich motherfucking uppity country just builds this wall to wall them all from the world.
Well, again, we're not going to be that rich if we build that wall.
Yeah.
We're
We
already not
can't
rich. We already have
afford
starving
it.
and poor and homeless.
That's why I say just stop talking about the wall. Just cut it out.
We need clean water in Flint, Michigan, and all of Pennsylvania,
cut the
and I
shit
think
out.
there's like 3 or
That's
4
why
other places that need clean drinking
why I was
water.
so
We
shocked.
need clean drinking water.
I was just so shocked when this motherfucker was still yapping about this wall and like, okay, yeah, it's through the taxpayers. It's like, motherfucker. And then I'm hearing whisperings about, you know, they're gonna have the prison people build it because like they're in prison
Prisoners.
ever.
They're in prison. Got to do something.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, yeah. But my thing is like, it's not. It's preposterous. A wall is preposterous. It doesn't get more stupid than that. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? We're lower my taxes, get jobs. Why are we talking about building a wall, motherfucker? Like, why? Like, how is this gonna better America? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, shit. Like, this is not gonna solve immigration when you build a wall. Mexico, you know what I mean?
And there are
Other
hard
countries?
choices to make with immigration. There are people who should very much come into this country.
It makes no sense to build a wall.
And it makes no sense to build a wall. You could take that money and set up real people thinking about working on the immigration issue. What are the problems? The problems are there's so many illegals. Okay, let's look at the system.
A wall, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't. It's somebody reported
And it's
today.
just one.
Somebody reported today that if you build the wall, it's not going to stop people coming in. It's going to stop people leaving. Now they can't get out.
It's just one country.
Yeah, in Mexico.
How's that going to solve immigration, motherfucker? It's just one country. Stop talking about the wall. Talk about how you're going to slither out of this. Because, like I said, you know, you fake it till you make it. He's probably at that road going like, damn, I'm going to really have to do this shit. Like, you know, he's getting to nerve-wracking time. Like, I honestly don't think it. And his ego is big. That's why he's still kind of riding this wave, talking about the
But he's
wall.
losing control.
But he's definitely, the wheels are falling off. I saw in his order. I was like, this motherfucker's not even going to make it to the oath thing. And yes, and all those people who said that they weren't going to perform, I wasn't surprised out of all that.
Yeah, no,
I wasn't surprised.
that wasn't surprising.
You know what I'm saying?
Not after all the things he said at all his rallies.
And you know how many protesters are going to be out in that bitch that day? Fucking DC is going to be overrun with protesters that day.
New York's having protests too.
It's going to
So
be overrun.
right in his own pocket.
That's why I'm just laughing. Like, this motherfucker is not going to make it to no office. And especially with how he looked. how he looked at that press conference. Like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
He ain't gonna be no president. He won the election, which I knew he would. By just just in the vibe and the energy and how, yeah, Hillary was towing the line, but to me she still was the weaker competitor. You know what I'm saying? She was towing the line, she was saying the right
but
things.
don't you think part of that was the Russian propaganda of only bringing to the forefront every mistake she ever made?
They were very, very good at highlighting her mistakes. They illuminated those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
You've been doing a job for 30 years. You made some mistakes.
Yeah.
But the American public was getting it out of context.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I love all those people that are still screaming, but Benghazi, but Benghazi. Yeah, the Republicans cut security.
The fuck up. Look what you done, motherfuckers. Look what you've done. You Trump supporters, look what you've done. And your guy is probably not even going to take office. This was supposed to bring back all these jobs and blah, 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 blah.
He hasn't done it. Yeah, he doesn't even have a plan for jobs.
I knew when he was talking about his military side, he's going to knock the hell out of ISIS. That's not no motherfucking plan. Saying he's going to knock the hell out of ISIS. What, you're going to go down the block and
sending our
slap
armed
the shit out of
forces
them?
into harm's way.
Yeah. It's like I said.
What, so you can build a Trump Tower in Syria?
Yeah. And you're not going to build a motherfucking wall. So just stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. And the Trump supporters, man. Shit. Your little 2.5 month party's almost over. Because you guys are about to have a rude awakening. Your guy is not going to look very good in the coming weeks. He's and just his ego alone, he can't sit there and be having all these people come down on him right in the public eye. He's not going to be able to stand that.
No.
He's not going to be able to stand that.
He's going to be up all night tweeting about Acosta. John Acosta, somebody Acosta, the reporter. I totally messed up his name, I'm sorry.
But shouts to Acosta. But anyhow, yeah, he's not going to be able to do it. His skin is too thin. He's going to want to tweet. They're like, no, you got to go to the meeting. Or you got to go here. Well, they're like, why? I want to go to Mar-a-Lago. I want to go golf.
We need your opinion on this, and this.
It's like you have a briefing. You have to go to that. These are places you have to go. You have to do that. That's the oath of office. He's not going to want to do that. He plays by his own rules. He makes his own schedule. He tweets when he wants. You know what I'm saying? He plays by his own rules. He's always have. He's not going to all of a sudden overnight change. He hasn't changed in 2 motherfucking months. It's been over 2 months since he won the election. And he has not even changed a little bit. He's only, as she said...
Sorry, I had a puff of Collie's hair hit my nose.
This is why this is so good. We have 2 different opinions on this.
No, we have the same opinion, and I'm louder about it, apparently.
I'm not even really that angry at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know that it's just gonna be so much worse that he came all this way, and he's just gonna look so terrible in the end.
He already looks awful.
Well,
no, I mean his ego. He's already taken hits. He already looks like horrible.
Yeah, and he's making himself look worse and worse. And I bet you the Trump bandwagon, like the Trump supporters thing, is kind of dwindling.
It is. I was reading polls recently, and within the last 2 weeks, he's dropped 5 to 7 points all across the board. What do you think of him as a president? Are you happy with him getting the election? What do you think of his policies? It's all just dropping. He is the most unpopular president-elect ever. Ever. Aaron Burr went up against Jefferson and thrashed Jefferson. Jefferson and his party couldn't stand Burr, but They had to take him on because that was the way it was. Jefferson changed that law so you get to pick your vice president. Because otherwise, at that time, it was the first two. But yeah, even Burr was more popular than Trump-elect. Take that.
Like I said, none of this is surprising to me.
No.
And like I said, more than half the country feel just the way that she does, and she's been very adamant about her feelings about Trump. I mean, to me, it's just a waste of time to get infuriated about Trump because the guy is not going to make it to office.
Okay.
He's not going to be able to handle the job. It's just fact. Fact. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's an oath of office. There's responsibilities that you need to do, and Obama, bless his soul, this guy went out so good. That farewell speech was so good. Yeah, Trump's in trouble. That was probably the last nail in the coffin of this whole. The honeymoon is over, Trump. Yeah, you won the presidency, but the honeymoon is over.
You can't perform. Oh.
It's it's not a thing about he can't perform.
No, he can't perform the job of presidency.
He's not gonna want to, because he has to uphold the shit. He has, you know.
He has to abide by someone else's rules.
He's not gonna be able to do it. It's, you know, it's a simple fact. And everybody was saying that during the campaign, but you know, not to get too graphic, but they were very pussy about saying it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They weren't adamant about like, yo, no, you don't understand. This guy here is, you know, can't be president. They're like, well, he's not fit to be president. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, say with some bass. No, this motherfucker, he plays by his own rules.
Say with some bass.
Lifetime billionaire. Or lifetime millionaire, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Detached from society.
Totally detached.
You know? Just because he has a little hint of white nationalists and, you know,
Hint?
white supremacists.
We've gone beyond, its rallies went beyond the point that he doesn't have a hint. It's pretty distinct.
He's the messiah to the white supremacy, the alt-right. They love that motherfucker.
I still have cat hair on my nose.
Yeah, and he proves it to me every day. You know, like just that press conference. It's like, and then you know, you're showing me that, but I was the Fox News little piece there, which is great.
Standing up for CNN, saying Trump, no, you can't.
You know, as much as they're direct competitors, doesn't matter. You know, it's like you can't just say like, no, you're fake news. No, CNN is a very reputable news organization, one, if not the best. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say they give you fake news. Were the polls fucked up? Absolutely. But as far as them giving fake news, no. None of the news that they gave out was fake. Sorry. Fuck out of here with that. FOH on that one. All the way down. Shouts to CNN. And shouts to Fox News. I don't normally shout them out. because they're all the way right over there. But, yeah. It just so...
But this is what we have to continue to do. If Trump does take office, if Pence ends up in the office, we still have to question everything they're trying to do.
It doesn't change. Still be on Pence's ass.
Yeah.
That motherfucker crazy too, but
remain awoke. Remain woke on that.
Yeah, but to me, you know, this is gonna be. I foresee. I'm just already seeing the downfall here. The downfall pretty much started at this press conference. Because, again, that's something as a president you're going to be doing all the time.
I think, actually, the downfall started I think it started before that. I mean, him taking out Meryl Streep was not a surprise. But people were just losing respect for him. It was just already dropping a lot from that. And I think it was actually something that happened last week. Last week when they
and the winter pretty much saved them from the protesters that were out pretty much every night after the election. It just got too cold for people.
It got too cold. You know? No, he knew something about hacking that they didn't know, and then he had a meeting scheduled for Friday. He said, I'm gonna release this information on Wednesday, and of course nothing happened on Wednesday, and on Friday he had all these meetings, and that's when they started finding out that Putin has been blackmailing him.
Yeah. Like I said, Putin probably has a whole...
So that was probably closer to the beginning of his downfall. This is another nail.
Yeah.
This press conference was definitely a nail in that coffin of the
Obama
Trump
looked
presidency.
so fucking good last night.
Oh, yeah.
Shouts
Well, that's
to our president.
I know
Right
he makes
now.
it look easy.
Motherfucker president-elect. Our president right now. Shouts to you. You looked absolutely
Next
amazing.
9 days, we still have Obama.
Went out with grace.
A lot of grace.
So much grace.
So much class.
You know? And, you know, I still don't think he gets the proper appreciation for the job he did, especially from the right-wingers who are convinced for some reason that he has done the country wrong or fucked up the country in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about.
You mean the racists?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The white nationalists.
I'm gonna call you what you is.
Yeah. But he just looks so good, so that's why I was just like, Trump, you don't stand a fucking chance. You know? I saw that, wipe the tears away. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trump, you don't stand a fucking chance. You're not. You don't. You know what I'm saying? And then, right on clockwork, he has this little press conference, looking like a fucking raving lunatic, declining questions, going like, no, you did fake news. No. Like, what? Fake news?
This isn't the Celebrity Apprentice. You can't just go, you're fired. They're the press.
Yeah, because he owns the boardroom. He's the boss. He's used to being the boss, being
he's not the CEO of the country. He is just the president.
He's just the president. You're a public
One
servant.
of his sons said, my dad getting the presidency is going to be a step down. Yeah, it is. But it's also a lot more work. Because you're working for the people.
Jeez. He can't even, handle his diet right, much less how you think he's handle a presidency. Like, I was just talking to her.
I can't imagine how many GMOs he's...
In the car on the way over here, I was telling her, like, there's, heart disease is, like, rampant and everything like that. But he looks like one of those guys that could, at any moment, just drop dead.
Have a massive and go.
And just be like that. And he looked like he was going to have a heart attack at the press conference.
He was flustered. He
looked terrible. Because what he's been used to for, like, the past, like, year or so
is being right and only having people that love him
around them going like, yeah,
we love you, we're going to kiss up to you because you're rich.
Yes, man, everybody who loves him, kiss ups, people that work for him, now he has the media that he has trashed, but now
I know all of his rallies.
Now you have to deal with them every day because the media is the bridge between the American people and the president.
Yeah.
We count on the media to see what's going on with our country. So
and we demand that the media goes in and finds out.
You have to talk to the media. It's like, I understand.
Well, they're coming for you, Mr.
I understand
President.
it was a campaign, get it, dishonest media, crooked, Hillary, all these words, campaign words. Shit's over, motherfucker. You have to talk to the media. You can't say CNN is fake news. No, motherfucker.
That's
you're a
defamation
fake president.
of character.
No, I'll be like, no, motherfucker, you're a fake president.
Yeah, he is.
They're talking about fake news. Who the fuck are you calling fake news? You know what I'm saying?
Because he hired 2 prostitutes to pee on a bed because the Obamas slept in that room in the hotel.
Check it out. Trump looked like a stooge today.
Yeah, he did.
At the press conference, straight up. Like, he just, I couldn't believe, wow.
Blaze, let me ask you this. My sister keeps asking this to me. If somebody wanted to destroy America from within, how would it look different than what Trump's trying to do? Probably they would have hired a stronger guy to do it.
Yeah, he's too thin-skinned. He's too thin-skinned. My thing is just like, with Nixon and Watergate scandal. It's not going to be exactly like this, but it's going to be too much. Once he puts that oath of office, if he takes
Senator Warren is passing a bill now that the president-elect will any president from this point forward. He's not in office yet, so the 20th hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
Has to set up a blind trust and show that they are not running a business and the country at the same time.
But she's not gonna get passed with that. I'm telling you. Once he takes that oath, he's fucked. He is fucked. That's why he probably won't even take the oath. He's not gonna do this shit.
He's not going to be able to.
He can't. It's not gonna be.
Yeah.
So it's like there's two. And conflict of interest is just a small portion. That's just a small portion. You know, his Twitter's thing. What he does on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? How thin-skinned he is. How he's skipping meetings that he has to go to. You're a president. Yeah, I know you're president.
You owe it to the people to be informed.
You have to go to your meetings. He's still acting like a billionaire. Like, oh yeah, I'll go when I want to. Or, you know what I'm saying? At my own time. And just, careful over there, go.